So here we are, Rokslide viewers with Robbie Denning, Phil Mendoza here checking in, and we have some information we're going to be bringing you tonight on a upcoming challenge, and just something that we've kind of put together to help continue the preparation for this year's hunts, right? And Robbie, I mean, welcome. Thanks for joining the call for me. Yeah, for sure. So real quick, before we get started on what's going to happen new, let's kind of recap the Cold Bow Challenge for this year, and tell me a little bit about what, how your feeling was with this. You said being the fourth year, right?
Yeah, started in 2017.
So what was the take after we're all said and done with the fourth year's Cold Bow Challenge?
Well, man, it was probably a combination of a lot more people being home and the fact that Randy Ulmer and Mark Smith turned out for it. But we filled it in 4 days. We have to cap it at 200 shooters because that's really all we can handle. It's a lot of work for the moderators to go through and make sure everybody's shooting their arrows right and, not practice in between days. It's all on the honor system, but somebody has to verify it. So we capped it at 200, and I think we hit 200 in 3.5 days. So
that's awesome.
It was amazing. Well, a lot of people saw when Randy Ulmer jumped in. They thought, man, I'm going to get a piece of this. So we got a lot more shooters out after that.
Well, yeah, I mean, legend like Randy and Mark is Mark's got some pretty good accolades, in his own right. So two awesome guys to help jump in and participate. So that was awesome to see. And, going into what you and I spoke about a few days ago, the coaching platform that I've done on the Alpha Bow Hunting System and the short book I wrote, The Shoot or Don't Shoot, really goes hand in hand and complements the Cold Bow Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I feel really having a true understanding of your effective range, knowing that it's fluid from year to year, from the bow you shoot, from the setup, right? It's so fluid that I approached you and I said, hey, what do you think about doing something where we actually maybe take a step back? I'm going to throw out some shot scenarios. Let's work on some things as bow hunters, maybe things that you already do, maybe things you don't do. But the whole purpose of this is really to help mold your game and your toolkit, if you will, for your practice throughout the next few months until season hits, and just make us better, more efficient, more effective in the field.
Yep. I agree, man. I agree. And I think that, I'm a busy guy like everybody. It's hard to practice. It's hard to go to all the 3D shoots, but, you can usually find time a couple evenings a week or, before work, after work, to fire a couple arrows. And so I'm always about the quality over the quantity. I totally agree. You got to get your reps in. You got to shoot a lot of arrows. I shoot a couple thousand arrows a year, but it really, that whole Cold Bow Challenge thing, when I started it 4 years ago, I was shooting at 70 yards, and now I'm down to 55. Because a little bit of what you said, it's kind of fluid. And what I found is, some days, man, I'm nailing them at 70. Next day, I'm off a little bit. And so by bringing it back to 55, and then also following what you put in your book, and I went with an 8-inch vital size for mule deer, because that's primarily what I hunt. I used to go with a 9. And, just tightening up the margins a little bit, it made me a better shot. Yeah, I can't shoot as far, but at least I know if I can get a shot at 55 yards, that my chances are very, very, very high of making it. Where that 70-yard number I had in my head for years, that was like best day, best scenario, all the things coming together. Well, you can't do that on the mountain. There's so many things you can't control.
And that really leads into, anybody who hasn't read the book or seen any of the videos that I've put out on what our methodologies are really for effective range. And what it comes down to, I'll just give you a quick, Cliff Notes version of it, is like what you're talking about, where realistically, best case scenario, your effective range is in that 70+ range, right? Everything perfect
Good
scenario.
Day. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But really what you're focusing on is about that 2/3 range, to where that most of your shot opportunities within that 2/3 range of your best case scenario effective range should be green light shot scenarios. And that's where what we've coached in our coaching structure is really that, to where we show you a couple things to consider to determine your effective range. If you have your own process, that's great. But once you know your best case scenario range, break it into thirds is what we like to do. I call it the rule of thirds, for the alpha rule of thirds, for that purpose, not the photography rule of thirds, but it's similar, right? We're organizing it to then at that point start outlining in the off season. This is something that's really important. If you're trying to do this while you're in the field, adrenaline's up and you're on an animal, it's tough to really think clearly if you haven't put all these things in play ahead of time. So break it into thirds, focus on that 2/3 range, just because if you can do 85 or 90% of different shot scenarios well at that 2/3 range, you're going to be pretty successful, And if you wait, if you know that once in a while opportunity comes out where calm day, the animal's in the right position you want them to be, you've got good footing to make a shot, low wind, and you decide to take a shot that's in that outer third, if you will, that last third of your effective range, it's because you know that the shot scenarios in that cluster are probably less. So what I've kind of prepared is so we can, start to announce what we're going to be doing, partnering with Rokslide on this is I'm going to be announcing a shot scenario a day. Just one scenario a day. I'm going to get on Instagram, on the Alpha Bow Hunting side, on Rokslide, on the YouTube side, and I'm going to just upload these videos. And all we want you to do as a participants, as a bow hunters, is get on there. Obviously, this is it's a giveaway for we want to push the numbers. We want to reach more people, subscribers, and comments, if you will. So tag a friend, challenge a friend to try this different shot scenario. Some of them are going to be pretty vanilla, if you will, but with a little twist. I actually spoke with Aaron Snyder today. Him and I are going to hit the range early in the next few days, and we're going to actually get on the mountain and do the second half of these shot scenarios. We're going to try to get him on the mountain and really mix it up a little bit, him shooting a trad bow and me the compound, and really starting to give you different perspective. So a shot scenario a day, just get on there, share it with your buddies, post on the comments how you did, or, hey, this shot's good for me at my maximum range, or no, it's a 2/3 range shot for me, just depending on the scenario. So you start to think about that in the off season. So that's what it's going to be. It's really just going to be that. I'm going to put a shot scenario a day, encourage you to try it at your maximum effective range, and then step into your 2/3 range and try it again and see how you do. And then this is a little different from the cold bow challenge. I'm encouraging you to practice these things, take that time. Maybe it's 5 shots. Maybe you got time for 10 or 15 more shots. Take some time, really practice it, start to work it into your shot routine. So that way, next time maybe you do a cold bow challenge on your own before season, just to know where you're at. Hopefully that, that you've got a better understanding as to where you're really at, and I think that you guys have done such a great job on the Rokslide side of just putting it out there for people to start thinking about it. And like you said, I mean, the one shot a day and then not another shot to the next day.
No practice.
It's it, man. And I've done that the last couple of days. I did it a couple times, and literally I walked out this morning and I had a perfect day, low wind, and I walked out to my outer effective range and I made a great shot. And I was like, okay, well, that, I feel confident. I've got a new bow that I've just set up, and that's like I said, it's a fluid situation because I'm still meshing with the new bow. To be able to really focus on accuracy at long range, you need to make sure that all the things are aligned.
Yeah, gotcha. So hey, just to make sure everybody's following us here. So when you're talking about breaking it up in thirds, if somebody thinks their MER, their maximum effective range is 60 yards, you're saying shoot the first 2/3 of that, so which would be 40 yards, right?
Well, I would even say if this is a shot, I mean, this is for practice. We're not grading anybody. This is just for practice. So if you can get out to 60 first, try it. Just for an example, if we put you on your knees for a shot. Maybe some people are uncomfortable. Maybe the shot scenario for the day is, hey, you got your day pack on. Maybe it's 25 pounds of a day pack weight you carry around. Maybe it's 30. Whatever is applicable to you, put it on, get on your knees, and take a shot at that maximum range. Are you still in that group size, right? And then go back and evaluate. And if not, say, I'm going to step into my 2/3 range now. And I'm going to take another shot just because I need to. Okay, if you're back in it, okay, well, then you start to compartmentalize. This shot scenario for me really is more of a 2/3 MRE range as opposed to a maximum range shot.
Gotcha. So if I don't get one in there at 60 on that first shot, then I can move back to 40, keep my pack on, stay on my knees, do some reps at that yardage.
That's it. And that way because obviously, understanding where your limitations are is important, but never settle for those limitations. That's something that I think is really important. I'm not trying to put up roadblocks for people here. I'm here to help shine a light on it and show you how to, if your goal is to really stretch it out and to push it, well, you need to know that you need to continue to push the envelope, right? But at the same token, if you don't practice on your knees, or you don't practice sitting, or you don't practice in an awkward position, whatever, if it's rotating slightly or awkward footing, then how do you know you're going to make that shot in the field?
Right.
For those of you who don't know me, I own No Limits Archery in Denver. We're a big archery range here. And more times than not, people want to stand on flat ground, 20 to 30 yards, and fire arrows. And that's great.
Perfect stance.
That's it. Perfect conditions, right? You can shoot 40 yards in our building. So a lot of people, I want to go shoot at the 40-yard range because there's no wind.
No wind.
And
your pin doesn't move.
No, that's it, right? So, and you get into that hunting situation and you're like, man, I was painting that animal with my pins. What was going on? So it's just that. It's the awareness thing. It's let's try to, I'm going to, like I said, just introduce some different shot scenarios. Some things you may already do. That's great. Just get on the thread, get on the post, on the video from on YouTube, or like I said, on the Alpha Bowhunting channel. And obviously this is something that it's a partnership giveaway that we're doing. So we're looking to grow numbers and subscribers on both sides, but we're going to be giving away 2 bows, one from the Instagram side and one from the YouTube side. In addition to that, we've got some prize packs, some goodie bags, if you will. Sorry, I'm playing with my dog in here. She's running my toy in.
I wonder what you were throwing it.
I've got a dog I'm actually training for game recovery stuff, and she's a pup, so she's a lot of fun. But anyway, 10 goodie bags. We're going to do 5 of the goodie bags on the Instagram side and 5 on the YouTube side. And Robbie, you've been generous to donate one of your books for each of those goodie bags. Yep. I'm going to throw in one of my books for those goodie bags. I've also got some other decal stickers, patches, hats, Wilderness Athlete agreed to throw in some product in there as well. So as we go, I'm going to be reaching out to some of the manufacturers that I deal with, some of the other sponsors that I deal with, and see whoever wants to throw some stuff in there. So this is going to be an evolving giveaway situation, but just know that I've got 2 Hoyt Axius Alphas that we're giving away. Okay?
Nice.
And if you're a 70-pound, shooter, well, I'm going to get you a 70-pound bow. If you're a left-handed shooter, I'm going to get you a left-handed bow. So the bow, once we announce the winners, I'm not pigeonholing you into a black 60-pounder if you're a camo 70-pound person. So just know that the bows, you're going to have some flexibility to pick them. We're not going to let you pick target colors and that kind of stuff, right? But anyway, so that's kind of the gist on the giveaway. We're going to start it on Monday, which let me look at my calendar here because this is getting recorded before that. But Monday, April 27th, the first shot scenario is going to go up. And I'm going to try to have those loaded by 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time. So that way, if you happen to be someone who practices early, you kind of know what the shot scenario we're doing is, and get it into the practice routine. Try it out. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a tag your buddies. Hey, maximum MRE, thumbs down. 2/3, thumbs up. Whatever you want to post off of the comments is where I'm going to randomly pick the winners for those giveaways. So we want your participation. We want your engagement. You need to be a subscriber to the channel. So make sure you do that, because if I go down, do the random number generator and pick somebody for a bow and you're not subscribed, it's going to be a sad day. So
that's right, man. You're going to move on to the next one. So it'll be on for the video for my crowd, this Rokslide. It'll be on the Rokslide channel.
Rokslide YouTube channel.
You'll upload your video on there.
I'm going to
go out and they shoot that scenario that you're shooting that day.
Yep.
Off the knees, pack, whatever. You're going to tell us each day, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And then they comment, hey, I shot it. Oh, I blew it, man. I lost my arrow, whatever. That doesn't matter. But the fact that they comment and they did it gets them in the drawing for that day.
That's it. And like I said, we're not here to be, this is going to be we're trusting you to just participate. And like I said, you may be a pro level shooter that you can stack arrows at 100 yards, any situation all day long. That's great. we're all bow hunter. If you're a bow hunter, we want to see the participation, you know. Yeah. And even if people want to throw their MRE number out there, their 2/3 number, bonus. This is about interaction. This is just more so about, you know, being part of a community, sharing stuff with each other. If somebody's got a maximum effective range of 40 yards or 30 yards, I don't judge you. What we do in our coaching structure is try to frame things to help you understand your effective range and help you understand qualities and characteristics to help you be more successful. There's nothing here that we're not judging anybody. I guess we just want to make sure everybody knows that. Doesn't matter if you can shoot 120 or if you're shooting 40. We just want you to put this in your system and applicable to you, and let's play.
Yeah, the great thing, this is what I learned with the Cold Bow Challenge. You know, a lot of guys are like, well, what is this all about? An internet bow shoot? What are you talking about? But then they get out there and they try it. And one of the most common things I get back, because we always do it in the spring, is it got me to get my bow out and start shooting. Because, man, yeah. July and August is going to be here before you know it, people. And you don't want to be the guy walking into No Limits Archery the 10th of July, hey, I need to start shooting, or, hey, I need to buy a rest. No, be way ahead of that, because by that time, you can just be chilling, relaxing, scouting, getting ready for the season. And trust me, I've been that guy. I've been that guy going to the pro shop on August 10th. And, oh, man, what a disaster. Your confidence isn't there. You don't have enough time to really, you know, build your skill set and everything. So get your bow out now. You won't regret it, I promise you.
That's it. You hit that last comment with nail on the head. The confidence is huge. You know, again, going back, if your effective range is 40 or 80, if you're confident at 80 or you're confident at 40, that's what matters. You know, like I said, it's the rest of the hunt is up to you. You know, your stalking skills, whether you set up a tree stand or make a brush blind, whatever style of hunt you do, this isn't that doesn't matter. It's more so just get out and practice. Let's get started early. My pup, so you guys can.
Dude, I thought you had a squeaky toy on the floor. You were just squeezing it because you were nervous or something.
She wanted to make an appearance, but anyway. So Robbie, like I said, thank you guys very much for allowing Alpha Bow Hunting to partner with Rokslide on this. There's also some additional videos that I've posted a few videos on the Rokslide YouTube page in the past, and I've got a few more chalked up to post. I'm working on a hybrid broadhead review. I'm actually a huge fan of hybrid style broadheads. So I've shot them for years, and I'm going to give an overview of the ones that I have experience with, killed animals with, a new broadhead that I've not had experience with. It's a version of an old one, and I'm going to be doing just one simple test just to see the entry-level deployment, because that's always a kind of a concern, I guess, when you're talking about mechanicals and this being the hybrid style. So I'm going to be throwing that out there here pretty soon as well. So look for that. But hey, I'll also go on the Alpha Bow Hunting. There's a page, on the archery section titled Alpha Bow Hunting. So I'll start posting these also on the Rokslide forum. So if people want to find it that way, I want to get it out there as many places as we can.
Let me interrupt you there. So just in case people don't know where that is, if you go to rokslide.com, that's going to get you on our homepage. That's where all our articles are. Phil's got a sub forum on our forum. So click on the forum, go down to the archery forum, click on that. Once you're inside there, look at the top. You'll see Phil has a dedicated forum where he posts his videos even before this challenge kicked off. So he's got some great instructional videos on there, peep alignment, setting up your bow, all this stuff. But that's where you'll find those videos each day.
Yeah, so we'll get that cranking on there. I've been a little bit distant with some of the videos, so I apologize. I'm going to get some new content out there and try to be a little bit more interactive with the comments as well, because Robbie pointed out to me, he's like, hey man, it's been a little while since you've checked some of these videos. There's some comments waiting for you. So I'm going to try to get to those and answer them as best I can. Other than that, I don't know. I think that's the gist of it. If there's anybody has questions, you can follow me on Alpha Bow Hunting on Instagram, send me a private message, and I will answer any questions I can. Like I said, this is to simplify it. Watch the video, try it, comment how you did. That's it. There's going to be 10 to 12 scenarios, depending on what I film with Aaron Snyder. That may bump it towards that 12, even 14 videos. So I'm going to, as long as they're good scenarios that are practical, things that either I've experienced or he's experienced, we're going to throw them out there and get everybody trying them out, because there's been a few hunts that have humbled me in the past that have made me work harder. And I tell you that I'm not one of those people that feel like I'm supreme or I know everything. I'm learning something every day, and I practice hard every day. So just know that these are things that I've experienced, customers that I've interacted with, or people that I've helped coach, things that they've experienced, because that's the best way to learn, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoy this next, effective range challenge that we're going to be throwing out there. And once again, Rokslide on YouTube and Alpha Bowhunting on Instagram. And we're going to just get it out there as much as we can and get some action, hopefully.
Okay, I want to clarify one thing, make sure I'm understanding it. Do people have to shoot on every day of the challenge to qualify for the prize, or?
No, the more you do it, the more entries you're going to have. So essentially what I'm going to do, when we close it, the Instagram one's probably going to get closed first. The YouTube one, I'm going to keep it open a little bit longer. Obviously, I think YouTube videos, sometimes it takes a little longer for people to get to them,
Gotcha.
And sometimes not. So if they get to them and they do it that day, great. Post that day. What I'm going to do is when I close the challenge, I'm going to go through and I'm going to manually count every comment. So if I look on the let's say there's 12 videos for the effective range challenge that we're doing here, and I look and there's 27 comments on one and 37 and 32, and I add all those up. I got a random number generator deal on my phone, and I'm going to enter the total number, and I'm just going to say, give me a random number between 1 and 350, and if it's 270, I'm going to go back and count the 270th comment. That person's
guy wins. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
And then I might try to do it live too on a live Instagram video when we do those giveaways, so I can, as I'm doing it, we can go through and give that stuff away.
All right, man. That sounds great. So so on the videos will be on the Rokslide YouTube channel.
Correct.
I just made the assumption you were also going to put them in that sub forum on Rokslide. Is that not true?
Yes, I'll post them on there as well.
Okay, yeah. Great. So guys, just to be clear, you don't enter over there. You enter on YouTube, but he will post them on there. They're easy to find, and plus you can see all his other videos on there and ask questions, all kinds of stuff. And
that's it. And if you want to comment on the thread itself, you're welcome to. The thing is like I said, full disclosure, the more comments you get on a YouTube video, the more likes you get on a YouTube video, the more it gets up on a search engine. I'm not bashful to say, hey, we're trying to push numbers to each of these platforms because we want to reach more people, help more people. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
No shame, man. No shame
at all, right? Gonna throw a nice couple of prizes out there in the process, so it's a win-win, I think, for everybody. But the more like I said, if you're on Instagram side, tag a buddy, tag 3 buddies, and get some people out there. Let's get some people involved in this. And I'm gonna actually try to twist Aaron's arm to see if he can't throw something in the pot anyway, because he's a nice guy. I know he's always very giving.
Dude, he's got a hoodlum pack laying around there in the shop. He could give away one of his used ones if people jump all over it. Tell him I said that.
I will. That or a couple dozen arrows that he's got lying around somewhere, man. I tell you, he's got more gear than probably both of us combined. But
that's right.
Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Rokslide. And let's just get after it. Good luck to everybody if they're still waiting to draw tags or to hear back from tags. Those of you who already know you have some tags, good luck. And let's make 2020 a great year.
We need to, because it started off like crap.
No, right? we got to shine that light as we go on. So we're gonna go ahead and leave you guys there. Hey, have a good one. We'll talk to y'all soon.